Hello, hello, hello.
Greetings.
We are here today on our Witchy Wednesday.
Woohoo.
We'll be talking about sex magic. Ooh.
Ooh, sex magic. Oh, yes.
Wow. Anyway, we have here some of our great friends for Witchy Wednesday, and I'm gonna let you all introduce yourselves. We're gonna start with our spiritual guide, Jess Teacakes. Go ahead.
Hi, back again. Just Teacakes here. You can find more information on my Instagram at Just Teacakes or justteacakes.com.
Perfect. And we are
Oops, sorry.
here with
Ooh, behind the controls, it's the CEO, Carrie. And you can find me on Instagram, KAP Media INC.
awesome. And we are here with Miss No Camera right now.
I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Not yet. We haven't done the sex magic yet.
Oh, oh, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is Nikkeii Chevelle. And you can find me on YouTube and Instagram at Nikkeii.Chevelle.
Perfect. And I am Big Big Cherry. You can find me on bigbigcherry.com or on Instagram at Bori Curves. Okay, so I'm very interested in this topic. Yes, tell us what we're gonna begin. I believe you have a little topic here, which is what is the history of sex magic?
So first of all, sex magic is using our sexual energy and arousal to manifest our desired intentions, and to connect with the spiritual realm. And the history of it runs pretty deep into ancient civilizations. They would use, at least the ancient Sumerians would use sexual act as a way to honor their deities and to be more fertile. That's what they were manifesting. And also they found in Egyptian culture, they associated sexuality with the divine and viewed it as a way to access higher realms. So to connect with their spirituality better. So it wasn't just to procreate. Greeks also did this as well. It was integrated into religious festivals and ceremonies. So lots of orgies. So
I know about that.
We'll get into that more later too. So, but in modern history, modern witchcraft, there's a lot of responsible, it's responsibility with boundaries and it being very consensual, and we use our sexual energy for manifesting and for our own individual beliefs, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, and there's all different types, and we'll get into that in a little bit, but the history has led us to more of a not that it wasn't respectful, but we're more aware of how important boundaries are and stuff like that. So
Okay.
yeah.
Has anyone here performed sex magic?
Yes.
I don't think I've done it intentionally.
Say something stupid.
But I feel like my pussy does magic without me having anything to do with it. I mean,
Okay. I had it first pro talent. We did something and he called me Magic Mouth, so I feel like that counts.
I feel like when you are feeling confident and you like what you do and you like your partner,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you perform considerably better than if you're just doing the act just to do the act. And I think a lot of that isn't so much magical as it is just really good chemistry
and a good sexual vibe, and maybe it turns into magic. I don't know, but
Oh yeah, it's all a ritual in and of itself, you know.
it's amazing. Oh, go ahead.
No, I said I want to know more because I want to know if I've unintentionally done things that could be related to this. Because I feel like I have had moments where I have, not, maybe it is manifested, but I have manifested things that end up turning up so good, and it has to do with sexual things. So I'm like, I wonder if I was doing it all along. Like, that's what I want to know.
Absolutely.
One of the things I was going to say is it's amazing how we're in 2023 and we've regressed so far back in American culture on our views of sexuality. Maybe not just American culture. Maybe Americans never had a good like sexual relationship, but it's amazing how these cultures that go back centuries had a very different aspect and outlook and sexual experience. And here we are in 2023, and still sex is seen as something that's dirty and nasty. And there's like this expectation of what sex should be or what it's for. And it's like, geez, by now, because even back then, homosexuality was normal.
Yeah.
There was a lot of like Greek and Egyptians and other, civilizations that participated in homosexuality, and it wasn't anything abnormal.
They were just enjoying themselves. Right. That's it.
Exactly.
Shit, I'm just gonna get mine.
And Nikkeii, you said you have done sex magic?
Yeah. So, it's not really a ritual, nothing, because you can do it with masturbation. Right when you are about to climax. So, during masturbation, you're really just putting it into the atmosphere what you want. And at the climax, that's when you like you envision that you already have it. Like, I already have this. This is like I'm saying my affirmations or whatever. Um, it's kind of hard, so as you know, but you got to stay focused mentally on what it is that you want. And it's the beauty of it. You ain't got to do it with nobody. You can do it by yourself.
Nice. Okay, so Jess, what are the types of sex magic?
Well, before we get into that, I just want everyone to be aware that, like, obviously it's important to remember consent, respect, and clear communication with all participants whenever you do any sort of sexual acts, of course, and when it comes to spell work. So, it's just very important that we keep that in mind, and we're just, we're all here pretty good at that, but for anyone viewing, just keep that in mind. And then, okay, one of the first types that I looked up is ritualized intercourse. So this is from multiple like civilizations and cultures. But it's to engage in sexual activity with a specific intention or desired outcome in mind and focus their sexual energy and intention during the act to manifest their goals. So that's similar to what Nikkeii was saying when you solo sex magic, it's not so much a ritual as it is just more like focused on intention. But yeah. And then has anyone heard of like tantric sex, like tantra?
Yes, from American Pie.
Is this where you're getting your education, Cherry? Because we may have to completely deprogram you.
Stifler's mom did tantric sex.
So yes, it's prevalent in pulp culture because of cultural appropriation, of course, but it does originate in India, and it has become more like whitewashed, of course, but it does revolve around spirituality and sexuality and meditation, breath work, like being in alignment with all those things. And it's to achieve spiritual enlightenment and union with the divine. So it's to level up, basically. And who doesn't like doing that?
I love.
And of course, there is the solo sex magic. Nikkeii got into that a little bit. You can, it's performed self-pleasure, however you like to do that. And it's to connect with your own energy and your intentions. A lot of people like to set the mood. They'll set an altar. They'll leave a, offering, whatever you feel is best, for what you're trying to manifest. So,
No.
and that's the one I was like doing on accident a lot. Like, I started thinking about the things I wanted, and then I would just get it. Like, during solo sexy time. What was that?
I said, I'm doing this wrong. I need to start thinking about other things.
I think about what I need to be doing. Like, I'm masturbating right now, but I think I need to finish the laundry, do the dishes. So I'm just going to have to clear my mind and focus on better things.
I'm gonna finish if I think about the dishes. I'm not gonna be able to.
Oh
I guess that's the war, right? I guess that's the struggle there. To be able to focus.
Yeah, because I've been getting into it.
Make it a sexual like ritual. Like, hey, I'm so good for cleaning these dishes. Like, and then when you're done, like, praise yourself.
He does look very good in a maid outfit. I could think about that.
Or you could have a vibrating toy that someone can access remotely and like make it go off while you're doing the dishes.
That would be so hard. Hey,
And
you're on to
then
something there.
Oh gosh. So those are the types then.
Beautiful.
Well, there's a few more. A couple more.
There's more. Oh, we're listening.
So there's ways to do it without involving actual intercourse. People use like art, like with sexual acts of art, or art of sexual acts. Objects or like statues, like the fertility statues. They're like usually really curvy and like maternal, and I can't think of a specific example right now, but candles and certain like movements to invoke sexual energy, but not actually performing an act. Okay. So a lot of dance can be sexual. And visualization, like using your imagination to focus on what you want, especially. Okay. And of course, there's group sex, group rituals. That is to collectively use your energy together to manifest a bigger purpose. And that was used a lot during, like I said, the ancient Greeks. They did that to, for religious purposes. But when you think about it, it does make sense. It does like feel supercharged in group settings, so.
I'm gonna be on my next group scene. I'm gonna be like, let's all think about money. Like, let's all think about
like how well it's gonna do.
Like, oh my god, this is gonna do so well. It's gonna sell so much. Let's do it. It would be good to set that mindset when you start a scene, because sometimes like some scenes at the beginning, it's like, okay, let's get to it. We're gonna do this scene, this pose, this position, this and that, and that's it. And you're like, okay, let's go to work. We could all be like, we're gonna make so much money. Oh
yes.
Hey, I'm gonna propose that next time for sure.
Now, I just want to say, when your money start coming in, just give us a little razzle dazzle. Can I take out a loan now? You know what I'm saying? when you become the millionaire from your video.
Dang, millionaire. I like that.
Got to speak it into existence. Forget a lot of money. No, we want millionaire status.
Mm-hmm.
What about with kink and fetish? So let's say I do fart videos. Can I manifest money with?
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
all
you
about
know.
the thought process. It's what you being in line with what you are already envisioning and seeing for yourself. So if you feel like your fart videos is gonna get you where you want to be, okay, manifest that. Hey, with every fart video that I make, I'm gonna make $1,000 off that video. So you have to see that $1,000. You have to know that you already have that $1,000, so that way that video can make that $1,000.
Envision it while you're filming it too, like you know. But if you want to use the elements, you can. That's already air right there. So
We're not gonna put fire to it because I hear.
yeah, no, we know what happens.
You want to know what?
That don't sound too safe.
Like you look at my ass and be like, "Why is your ass singed?" And I'll be like, "Cause I use the elements: water, fire, air." And when I put the fire to the fart,
here,
and my leggings caught fire,
Oh Lord!
Oh my God!
and now I have a 3rd-degree burn on my booty.
but I can imagine that now. Like I cannot think of a time that I've intentionally thought of things I want while doing all these things. I have only thought about the act in the moment and the person, but I guess I can multitask. Because hey, being more successful does turn me on too, so it will do it. I'll do it.
Let me ask you a question. Is this the reason, would you say sex magic is the reason people say, oh God, when they're fucking?
I say it a lot.
Me too. I don't even fucking go to church and believe in that stuff. But I'd be like, oh God.
Well,
I don't even know who I'm talking
that's-
to.
I don't know. That's something to look into. Because maybe, or you know,
I just say
God made such a beautiful specimen. You know,
I said it just as an expression because I'm not really trying to get God in that situation where I'm doing it. Like I just say it as an expression. That's it. I'm not going on him. Don't come, please. Don't show up. Like don't.
That would be my moment. Because you know my life is a movie. And that would be, I'd be like, oh God, yeah, give it to me. Oh God. And then all of a sudden be like, dear
Mermaid.
have you repented your sins? Oh God, yes, anything.
No. No, I didn't say that's an expression.
Look at Nickei's face.
She said no. Don't involve Jesus on this.
Right.
Oh my. I mean,
it's an expression.
Well, you know, they was doing what they was doing back in the day. So hey,
they sure were.
Are there any more types, Jess?
That's what I have for that.
If anyone else knows of any more types of sex magic that you do, leave it in the comment for us so we can look more into them.
Oh, absolutely.
We want to learn more. Of course, we don't know everything. We want to learn more from all of you. I guess we can talk about the very important topic that you already kind of touched on it, which is the ethical practices. Because we are all about consent and being ethical. So what can you tell us about in this topic specifically? What are we responsible of doing to make sure we're doing it right?
So just, it seems like common sense, but of course consent to make sure all parties, all participants are aware of what's happening.
Mm-hmm. She just lost it.
So you mean to tell me, Jess, you ain't never got you none and did sex magic and ain't tell the other person?
Oh yeah, I have.
I was about to say, because I ain't consented to nothing. They don't need to know about this right here. Okay, I need a little.
Well, obviously consent. I mean, for the sexual act itself, but
Yeah, okay.
yeah, whatever. Just make sure it's all Gucci, right? So Gucci is what I always say. But clear boundaries,
I
respect.
was gonna say, because initially when the topic was brought up of sex magic, right? The first thing I thought was how to get sex or how to make it better or how to, but my gutter mind, all that I could think was we're doing magic for sex. I didn't think we're using sex for magic. So
Yeah.
that's when you said the consenting and everything, I was like, so I'm gonna make a ritual here to get more.
I mean,
more.
you could use it for that too.
But you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't need that.
Oh, we know you don't need that power. We know. But there's some that might.
No, but I like it even more, like to think that I can use that energy that I already have a lot of around me to actually get other things in life or like make it better in other areas. Like I like that idea so much better because I initially was like, oh yeah, to get more D. That's not it. I'm glad though. But I agree. Like if you do something that uses someone else in the process, I guess you should definitely tell them.
Yeah, like obviously, I mean, I don't know what you do, what you want to do, but just don't use it to like hurt other people. Essentially, like if you don't tell them, I personally, I feel like it's okay, like as long as you're not using it to hurt anybody.
Oh no.
So,
Nikkeii, don't make that face.
But
Hey, that matter.
Saying whatever you want to do. That's just me. But.
Okay, question, and this is me like being like my knowledgeable on witchery things. Being from media most than anything, like very ignorant. If you do things to cause damage on other people or like right to bring bad things to other people, doesn't it bounce off back to you? Like, isn't that the whole
Not all the time.
story?
Because you have people who do magic like that and they use sex magic because sex magic is a very high energy, very high, you know what I'm saying? So, but what you have to be careful of is you don't know who's protecting the person that you're doing it against. That's the consequence because you don't know who their spiritual team is, and you might mess around and get somebody whose spiritual team is higher than yours, so they can send it back. So it's more of so knowing what you're doing and who you fucking with.
Yeah,
rather than, you know what I'm saying, like
prepared for the
stuff
worst.
like that.
Got it. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
So do you ask somebody, can I put some sex magic on you? Can I perform sex magic? Is there like such thing as like consent about the magic part? Because I understand the need for the consent for the sexual part, but I don't, maybe that's an awkward.
I mean, it depends on the person for me. If someone's not going to think I'm fucking crazy for asking to use sex magic, then I don't really want to use their energy anyway if they don't believe in it. So
Damn, but what if the sex is good?
That's why you don't tell them. But no. I would say with that, get somebody who likes bondage. Like I had a friend who believed in the same thing, so we already knew what it was. I went to him about something. I was like, hey, I want this. This is what I want. And I need you to and he was like, all right, I got you. You know what I'm saying? But he was into those type of things. So he already knew what to do.
Okay.
So what if you're just using the person as an energy conduit? So even though they're like having sex with you, but they're, you know what I mean? Like you just really want like a conduit.
I mean, I feel like as long as like obviously you have consent, like physically, like isn't that all like intertwined? Like
Mm.
I'm
I
starting to
say,
think about like the people that do like sex work of the kind of like physically doing sex work and that are really doing it for the money and because they love money so much. Maybe that's why so much more money comes to them because that's all they're thinking about while they're doing the acts.
mhm.
Like
yeah.
thinking now that I enjoy the sex and I get more, but I don't get the money, so I would start being like, nah, I need the dollars,
But
I would have to say
also,
that's probably true.
right?
but you can also
More.
make their energy go high. Like you can shift their energy by what you bring into the table. You know what I'm saying? You can create that atmosphere so that way they're gonna meet you where you at and not even know it.
Mm. This is very interesting because it's like I've never thought about putting in that moment any thought to anything other than what I'm doing at that moment. So it's like it would be interesting for me next time to be like, let me try to think about something,
Yeah.
you know?
But
Um,
not it's more than just thinking, you have to see it. You have
right.
to envision it. Like this thing has to be your very being. You have to be able to breathe it, see it, hear it, taste it, smell it, all of that.
Mm.
It has to be your complete. That way, you are in total alignment in what you. If yo, boom, I'm gonna make $100,000 off this next clip. Then you got to see that. You got to see yourself rolling in that $100,000. Okay.
Would you say like for a starter person that's gonna do it for the first time, would you say that it's easier to do it like in a position where they don't have to do as much so they can focus on that? You know what I mean? Like, do I become a pillow princess so I can do this?
Mm,
There's also rituals you can do
what you do?
before you have the sex though, too.
Okay.
Yeah. Like,
That
you
would
know,
work for me more.
like
Does it
just
help with performance?
if that's what you want. Yeah.
So this is where I want to double back to what Jess was saying about the rituals, because if you really dive deep into it, women of size were considered feminine and our sexual energy was high. If you go back and look at statues and things of that nature, they were very curvy depending on where you dip into, like where you go do your research at. Um, Femininity was curvy. It was plus size.
Hmm.
It was thick. We were the epitome of sexy. We were the epitome of what femininity were. So you can buy candles and things of that nature to either heighten it or, like you said, performance wise. Okay, this is what we're manifesting. I want better performance. You know what I'm saying? You got herbs that you can take, drink, eat, or whatever that'll help with that. You know what I'm saying? So, and
Nice.
that could be a part of your ritual as well.
Okay, so candles, um,
Honey,
Herbs.
herbs,
honey,
honey, like
Oils.
honey.
roses, or rose petals. Um,
Is that where that comes from?
what?
Like throwing rose petals on the bed and all that stuff from rituals that people used to do.
It's part of it, yeah.
Part of it, yeah.
Interesting. Look at that. People using would this be called like pagan or not? Pagan rituals, like no.
It's from multiple cultures, so yeah. Yeah, that's one of the
That people using rituals and not even knowing where they come from. They just know that it's something you do.
it's just like instinctual.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So I can light a candle. I can do some herbs. I can throw some flowers in. I can do some meditation before.
And then
Music.
aftercare is important too. Because if you don't want to like attach your like you don't want them to take all your energy and vice versa. Like, you don't want to drain each other. Like, so just like checking in, like, oh, how'd you feel? Or like, if you're doing a ritual, not after, like, whatever you want. But it all just comes down to your personal responsibility, like whatever you feel is most respectful and the proper way for you to handle it and to protect your own energy.
Okay.
That's it. It's just your, personal responsibility. It all boils down to that.
I'm all about aftercare with my partners because I end up like drained, like literally that feeling of being drained, but also like I'm in like another.
I don't know if I can show this on the camera, but like they have penis candles, that you can get to use in your ritual. But yeah, they have them.
There are also like the very curvy women bodies too.
Yeah,
I
like this.
love them so much. I am trying to get those. Yes.
I have a little curvy statue.
I'm
covering up the boobs
so I can make my own because they're so expensive. I'm trying to get them all so I can make my own. Are there any herbs that you recommend for something like that and how to use them?
I'm not too entirely sure. I know flowers are more sensual, obviously. But I'm not sure about the herbs, honestly.
So you would use burdock root, mecca root, use honey. There's two that I could think off the top of my head. And that's good for men and women. So it'll help. For women, I would say also raspberry leaf tea. Not raspberry tea, raspberry leaf tea. It has to be the raspberry leaf. That helps as well. You're gonna have to make me pull out my herb book so I can tell you.
I love that.
Those are some.
That's good to know. I feel like for me, I want to do it just because I can see how I do put a lot of energy into my sexuality and everything, and how that's actually something that could benefit me in this, being that I do it so much. And I feel like it's something that I don't even have to try so hard because I get there. You know what I mean? Like mentally, I put a lot of energy into it, so I feel like it would be great for me. But I really do think that it would be something that I would have to do before, rather than focus too much while I'm doing it, because I'll get distracted.
Yeah, if that works for you, then absolutely.
Personally, I think that's what would work best for me. What are you gonna do, Carrie?
Let's see. Well, I am going to manifest money. Money is the root of all evil, but it's also necessary in order to fund
the
all
love
these.
of money is the root, not money.
Yeah, I have a lot of amazing projects that I want to work on and ideas, but geez Louise, these things are breaking the bank. So it would be nice to, manifest some moolah.
Nice.
And make sure when you do it, you're grateful. You're in the mindset of being grateful for all that you have, all that is coming. And something else I was gonna say, let me just left my mind. But most important, make sure you're grateful, even in while you got your legs pinned up in the air pal. Just
Oh, trust me, I am very grateful to be able to get the D on a regular, and that my partner enjoys giving it to me.
Maybe light some green candles for money while you're having sex, and that could help manifest that.
Let me go to sheet right now and get some.
And if you don't have a green candle, white will work as well.
Yeah. Any intention.
Yeah.
Basically.
I'm in the green underwear. I'm going all New Year's on this shit.
Centering I want to say the green. What is it? The green
No.
adventuring.
Yeah.
Those are 2 candles that you can put under your pillow and around your room for money, prosperity. Um,
Pyrite too. Fool's
yeah,
gold.
pyrite, full of gold. Um, you also want to put a protection stone with it as well. So, because you got to protect your money, you got to be wise with your money. So,
we're diving here into the topic that we're gonna have next week, which is the money one, because we have many money rituals and everything that we'll be discussing. So we went there, and
Yeah, let's get back to the sex.
going into the money. No, but I mean it is relevant because that's what you want to get with the set,
Yes.
right? But I'm just saying that we will be definitely talking much more about money rituals and everything. I know there's a whole episode based on money. That's literally the topic.
all right.
Yes, I'm excited about that one because I need all the more help I can get.
Don't we all?
No, really, this economy is not. We gotta do everything we can to boost it up.
Yeah.
Not to be a buzzkill,
Oh boy.
but let me just give you an idea of where we are with things. I've been getting food from Dollar Tree for like forever, right? You can get some pretty good stuff in there, cheaper than what you would get at the grocery store. At one time, you could get steaks. They're not big steaks, but they're decent for like steak and eggs.
Yep.
Tacos, they're thin, but they're steaks. You just season them up, fry them up in the pan, and boom, you got you a quick little steak meal, right? Used to be $1. Then they were $1.25. I go into Dollar Tree today, and they now have a $3, $4, and $5 section in the freezer.
Capitalism got them.
The steaks, one steak, it's like this big, $5.
There's I get the Blue Bunny little ice cream cones. They're at the $5 section now.
What?
No.
Yeah.
Dollar Tree is
Fucking good though.
You can
well,
get
you might as well
whole
go to
pack
Five
for just
Below.
$2 more.
So good. No, but there comes like 8 of them. They're like very tiny, like ice cream cones. 8 of them for $5. So I still think it's not so bad, but the fact that the price went up so violently quick. When I saw that they had a plus area, I was like, that's it. We're fucked. That's it. It's like Five Below. It's not.
Yeah.
What do you find for $5?
Nothing anymore.
fucking
Everything's
time.
like more.
So it's insane. But anyway,
Yeah.
question: since you went into the colors, right? And I did mention the whole underwear thing. Is that something that one can do to use sex magic to like
Yes.
different underwear colors and candles and everything to bring in different things?
Everything is part of it.
If you put on your lingerie and it's green, as you're putting it on, say some affirmations that's gonna bring you some prosperity.
Okay.
Money.
Since we're going into sex and everything, I guess like sometimes I go in thinking about the relationship with the person that I am going to have the sex with. So what about like love and like making a relationship stronger and all that? Like what color can you wear for that?
Red,
Yellow.
Okay.
What
white.
about fertility?
Ooh, fertility.
What if I want to have a baby?
Orange. I want to say
No, baby. Tell me which one it is so I get rid of all of them.
oh God.
My baby making days are over. I'm just curious because I know I have a friend who has been trying to get pregnant forever.
Yeah.
And I would love to be like, yo, go put on some orange lingerie or some panty drawers. And I want you to manifest. I want you to think while you're getting it on, use that sex magic, ask for the baby batter.
It couldn't hurt. It really couldn't.
Yeah.
Stop calling for God.
Um,
Okay.
I would also say tell your friend, do some wound work.
Some what?
Wound work. Her wound. She got to open up her
Oh,
wound.
womb. I thought you
she
said
got-
room. Like,
No, wound. Wound
I've
work.
seen something like that where you like bury your womb in the like sand or dirt, like
Mhm.
you cover
Or
your
you
stomach.
could do a clay pack
Yeah.
with the clay, the Indian clay. Do a clay pack.
okay.
And that'll help draw out any impurities and things of that nature. She can use yoni eggs to help with that too as well. That's a whole nother spill as far as your friend.
I was just gonna tell her sex magic, and while she's got her legs wide open,
So
beg for the batter.
I mean, everything helps though.
Yeah.
I would say red. What other color? Orange.
Oh, I just looked up real quick the color, and I saw the color magic. I saw that it says healing is the shade white. Purple is used to enhance professional gains. Red is to increase passions. Love will require pink. And of course, we know money green. But those are like generic colors of like the most common things. I'm gonna wear me a white bra with a purple panty and
You know what?
garters and green cuffs.
Rainbow bright.
Rainbow bitch.
Right in time for
You don't even got
pride.
to do that. If you got what's the lights called? The LED lights. Put it on that color, so you can
Ooh.
put it on that color, and that can help manifest as well.
Pink. We got pink over here.
Hold
You
on.
know.
Which one is what? Wait. Professional gaze is purple. Okay, I'm gonna go with that one right now. We got it.
It's a beautiful thing.
Now I'm gonna go fab.
now, but this is the thing though. After you have completed, you say your thanks. You give your thanks that is on that you have it. It is, and you stay in that mindset. Don't forget about it. Like, stay in that mindset. I see my coin. My video is going. When it's finished editing, I'm gonna make some money off this. This is gonna take off. Like, you stay in that vein. You know what I'm saying? So that way.
So I got a question. Since at this day and age we know so much about different sexualities and sexual preference and everything. What about people that are asexual, that don't really do much of the physical act itself? Is there ways that they can practice this kind of thing?
I feel like with altars and, with crystals and, dances, like we said earlier, maybe just symbolism, like whatever feels right for them to use that sexual energy. It doesn't have to be intercourse.
Okay. So everyone can participate on this.
Oh, yeah.
I like that. Okay. So for me, I'm already thinking about ways that I can do this. I already texted someone. You can see it, but it says we're doing sex magic. I already got the consent out of the way.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm glad about that. But that's very interesting. So now y'all know why people get so some people call it corny, but I bet y'all didn't know that it's a whole ritual that you could be doing by being corny before doing your sexual acts. Look at that. I've learned a lot.
One of the things that I found, it said, you want to cleanse your energy. You want to do this by taking deep breaths, burn cinnamon sticks, rosemary, lavender, cedar, sage, or Palo Santo, and smudge the smoke around your space. That's a lot.
You don't have to do them all. It's like you pick which one you want to do.
Well, I know it says pick one.
But
Gather
that
materials.
like this all connects, like the conversations we've had about crystals. Like there's one that cleanses, and that we haven't, like they even mentioned how you can cleanse your crystals with other things like the lavender and all that stuff. So it like kind of all everything like kind of connects when you think about it.
It intertwines with every aspect of life. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all connected.
So we already know of ways to cleanse the energy, I guess, in general. It's not just specific for this act.
No.
Would you recommend to always cleanse before doing anything?
Yes.
Yeah.
Any spell work, yeah.
Okay.
Any manifestation. Any energy work.
Okay. Do you, with the cinnamon sticks, I feel like that's the easiest for me right now. Do you burn the cinnamon stick, or what do you do?
I always light a candle and then dip the cinnamon stick in it and let it like get real hot and then like kind of bring it and like cleanse.
You can also boil it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I saw someone who boils it, and they take the water that has the cinnamon in it, and they put it in a spray bottle, and then
Ooh.
that way you use your element of water.
right. It also acts as an air freshener because cinnamon water. Be careful if you have ants. It is sweet.
Okay. I like the lavender smell better.
Yeah.
The lavender I have is all decorative, so I need to get more.
Lavender is also good for rodents.
Really? Huh. Gotta get more lavender then. I like the smell so much, and I live in New York City. We literally have to get a rat saw.
Oh gosh.
Oh boy.
Oh well. Well, I enjoyed this very much. Is there anything else you can tell us, Jess or Nikkeii or Carrie, about this topic?
I think we covered it pretty much like to a T.
I've learned a lot, and now I'm gonna practice a lot.
Sex magic. Sex magic.
I also saw, like, when I was looking up stuff for this, I saw that it said to charge your sex toys under the moon. Is that a thing?
It's gonna be a thing now.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
How do you charge
Because
them?
you can get crystal sex toys.
Girl, I'm gonna put all my sex toys like in the window still of my house. Like,
To the window from the wall.
We have a full moon coming up, so
The moon will charge them all.
Crystal sex toys, and you can charge those.
wait, but the plug to actually charge them is more important if it doesn't get all the way to the window.
You know what?
We need to charge for real though.
They're looking in your window and they're like, "What is that on her ledge?" And it's just
Nothing. Mind your business. Just mind your business.
What are all those phallic shadows in her window?
I'm gonna. You know what? I have a window in the front room. I'm gonna put the table up there because it's literally the height of the window, and I'm gonna stick a bunch of dicks on there and like take a picture from the other side.
They're gonna think you got a dick store up there.
Like, we might not want to break into this house.
Okay. Well, I love that, and thank you so much for everyone to join us on this conversation. That is so important. Because, like I said, we could be multitasking, y'all. We could be working extra time on our growth and healing and everything while we do things like this. It sounds fun. I don't know. I like it. It's for me.
I do too, especially since I have a masturbation custom to do. Hello.
Right.
Manifest, masturbate, and create my custom all in one shot.
Manifest, masturbate, M&Ms. Oh well. Well, thank you so much for joining us on another conversation of Witchy Wednesday. Join us for our next one. Hope we can see you around. And anything you want to suggest, leave it in the comments. We also have a new link for you to send in your questions for our tarot readers here in the chat and in the show. So you can use witchy.iheartbbw.com, and that will get you to a little link page where you will see the ask a question to our tarot readers. You can also see some videos featured there. You can also see links to our spirit guides tip links. You can find their social media, their tip website. You can share the wealth with them too, because they're guiding us here and helping us. So it would be appreciated if you do tip the people that are giving their time to give us all this knowledge. So you'll find it out there. It will be up by the time this is up. Yep, it will be up. So thank you so much for joining. And if we want to say our goodbyes, this is Big Big Sherry. Find me, Jess.
Yeah, just Teacakes.
Bye bye. We got Carrie.
You can find me on Instagram, KAP Media INC.
Perfect. And Nikkeii.
You can find me everywhere but YouTube and Instagram at Nikkeii Chevelle.
Awesome. And she just got a link. Got a spicy link, by the way. That's news, breaking news. Anyway, have a good. Oh, what's your face? You can find it all out there too. Look at her face.
My wife.
I know. She
The
just
spicy site.
look at that. She's in the spicy side.
I'm
now.
gonna see what's on there.
Oh,
Not too much right now. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there.
just check it out, y'all. But thank you so much for being here. Bye bye. Have a good day.
See you later.
Bye.